sideways and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or share we're only dreaming. A whole new world.
This is the latest radio station. If you are listening to The Chris Whilby Show on Caribbean Vibes Radio.
It's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world.
Well, that's a beautiful way.
Unbelievable sights, indescribable feelings.
I just had to do it. I just had to segue into the show. Just taking over right there from Lady D, Denise Gomez. Yeah, I tell you. Whole new world, man. It's a whole new world. I love it. Lady D, a great show as usual. Thank you.
I've come so far, I can't go back.
As we get ready for the Chris Whilby Show, international show with the Jamaican vibes. Stand by.
Horizons to pursue, I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with
It is indeed a whole new world. I tell you, Lady D just turn everything upside down, and I tell you, I had to do it. I had my thing lined up the way I lined it up, man. And Lady D just have to just come in with, I tell you, that show, I should have been doing that show, Lady D. It's my style, that it's a smooth groove style that you just take over. Anyway. Let's get it. It's
all about you. Ladies find sunshine most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm Tree Road, rent so low, don't you know? But I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy, you born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores, and the feeling's laid back. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself. Palm Tree Road, rent so low, don't you know? I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy, you born and raised. Nowadays Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am my pride. I am said and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. Did you read about a father who dreamed of being a king? And they all became one, except for the name. A few other changes you talk about me. Story is the same one, but I've got this emptiness deep inside, and it won't let me go. And I'm a man who don't like to swear, but I hate the sound of being alone. I am myself
Yes.
to no one there.
Another Thursday, and we alive, we are rocking.
Even the chair. I am my pride.
From the heart of the islands, to every corner of the globe.
Then I am.
This is the Chris Whilby Show.
I can't even say
Broadcasting live on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, streaming live to Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music in Jamaica. And also to Big Bad Station, Linkage Radio in New York City. The Chris Whilby Show is the international show with that authentic Jamaican vibes. Where culture meets conversation, music meets meaning. And every beat brings you closer to the Caribbean heat. I tell you. So lock it in. Turn it up. Get ready for pure energy and real talk. Guess what? Sweet reggae rhythms. All powered and generated by the one and only Chris Whilby, the Vibes Master. This is your vibes.
being a king.
It is your destination. So let's get it started.
All became one.
Let's go. It's the Chris Whilby Show.
A few other changes you talk about me. Story is the same one, but I've got this emptiness deep inside, and it won't let me go.
Share your life. Every minute, every night. This is Simone Myron. And I want you to know. You're listening to The Chris Whilby Show on Caribbean Vibes Radio. Wherever you go, remember, someone loves you, honey.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Chris Whilby Show is on the radio. So make sure that you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. It is a show where we inform, we uplift, and we, of course, entertain. So call somebody on the radio. Call your friend down there in Kingston, Jamaica. Call your friend down there in Trelawney. Call your friend over in New York City and tell them that, hey, listen, man, Chris Whilby is live on the radio at www.caribbeanvibesradio.com or Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. It is Track Back Thursday. Let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it.
Online and on the go on your mobile phone. We're the internet's best choice.
I realize I love you still. From a little cottage on the hill, way down west in Negril. This man sing, hunting for your love. Gee, we are missing. Oh, my lips wanna kiss you. Call you on the phone to my surprise.
Don't forget to share the link, alright? Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. The big station is on. The Vibes station is on. It's Caribbean Vibes.
Just sunsetting low on the deep blue sea. I'm sitting here thinking how it used to be. Wishing and hoping I have you for myself. Realizing you belong to someone else. From a little cottage in the green hill, I rode these lines to you. Yeah. From a little cottage in the green, baby, I realize I love you still. Love. Just on its second low on the deep blue sea. I'm sitting here.
We have the hot topic coming up right now. We're going to drop it. We are going to drop the hot topic. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is on your screen. And I'm going to share that with you right now. The hot topic. Now, a little bit controversial. I would love to hear from you at 508-762-7621. I say again, 508-762-7621. Here is the hot topic. It's a lady, and she is saying that, hey, listen, a lot of women are single because they do not want to obey their husbands. They obey the boss. They obey the milkman, the mailman, the beggar man, the thief out the road. They obey everybody else, but they do not obey their husbands. Is she right where this is concerned? Let me play it for you.
I don't want to obey my husband. And that same woman will go to her job and her boss tells her he wants something done by Monday. She'll say, yes, sir. She goes home, the trash people say, put your trash out on Tuesday. She'll say, yes, sir. She'll go to the hospital, the doctor tells her, take these pills. She'll say, yes, sir. But the man that loves her and wants to provide and protect for her, she has a problem obeying him. That's why you're single. I don't want to obey my husband. And that same woman will go to her job and her boss tells her he wants something done by Monday. She'll say, yes, sir. She goes home, the trash people say, put your trash out on Tuesday. She'll say, yes, sir. She'll go to the hospital, the doctor tells her, take these pills. She'll say, yes, sir. But the man that loves her and wants to provide and protect for her, she has a problem obeying him. That's why you're single.
So, is she correct? What's your opinion on that? What's your opinion? Good evening to you, Sister Pat. How are you? Blessings, blessings. Good evening to you, Sister Camille. Hope you're well. Sister Yvette. Hope everybody is doing well. I want to big up my brother from another mother, Mr. Skipper. Big up yourself, Skipper. Skippy-doo. Yeah, from listening in from Highness, Cape Cod. Big up yourself, my brother. Hey, Skipper, you can call me, you know. Yeah, man, you can call me. 508-762-7621. 508-762-7621. Give me your opinion on the topic. What is your take on the topic? Yeah, what is your take on the topic? Here it is one more time, the hot topic this evening.
I don't want to obey my husband. And that same woman will go to her job and her boss tells her he wants something done by Monday. She'll say, yes, sir. She goes home, the trash people say, put your trash out on Tuesday. She'll say, yes, sir. She'll go to the hospital, the doctor tells her, take these pills. She'll say, yes, sir. But the man that loves her and wants to provide and protect for her, she has a problem obeying him. That's why you're single.
That's why you're single. She not play. She not play. She's serious. She's very serious. She said that's why you're single. What's your take, ladies and gentlemen? 508-762-7621. Is that why most of you are single? Because you don't know how to obey on a husband. You know, it can go the other way too, you know. Let's take out the husband and just put spouse. How about we just put spouse? Because I think it can go both ways. You know, you're not, and the word obey is kind of strong there. You know, I don't know if we should say, if we should use the word obey, but I'd say listen to. Yeah, I'd say probably even listen to your partner, your spouse, because sometimes it happens even with the man who doesn't listen to the spouse, but they will listen to the boss and they will listen to the, as she said, the trash man and everybody else. So what's your take on the whole situation? Is this a thing where people will listen to everybody else outside of their, because I think there are consequences if you do not, even if you use the word obey, if you do not obey your boss, there's going to be consequences. But what's the consequence if you do not obey your wife, or you do not obey your husband, or you do not take your husband's suggestion, or your husband's advice, or your wife's suggestion, or your wife's advice? Is there any consequence to pay for that? You know, sometimes they say familiarity breeds contempt. So you have a certain professional relationship with your boss, and you feel like, boy, if you have to obey the boss, because if you don't obey the boss, no money now come in. I will get fired. But what's the consequence of you disobeying your spouse? What's the consequence? 508-762-7621.
On the
Let me just give me some time, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get the phone. Don't start calling me just yet. Let me get the phone set up. I don't think I have it connected just yet. So let me get this set up, and I will let you know when it's ready for you to call me. But in the meantime, you can just write down the number for those of you who really don't know the number, or get it ready. 508-762-7621.
Best radio station.
Hello, good evening. You're live on the radio.
Yes, well, I'm thinking about politics right now. Elon Musk.
Hold on there. Let me turn up that thing here. Hold on there. Let me turn up this thing here so we can hear you. All right, all right. You go ahead.
Elon Musk has four connections, and they're all living in houses right next to each other in Texas.
Yeah.
One got two. No, one got three. One got three. One got what? 6. I think one got 2, and they all live right next to each other.
Oh.
So the political game that he lives, well, he's surviving, and they are surviving.
But I guess when you have money still, you kind of live differently, not true? The rules don't really apply to you. Yeah.
I guess you're talking about number 47.
I think rich people kind of live their lives a little bit different, don't you think? Because poor people, me a little poor man, me can't behave and act like them.
Well, you're right. The rules are different for them. Very different rules.
Yeah. And again, the person, I don't know if I'm going to get myself in trouble with this one here, but I think the person with the money is the one who called the shots, So...
well, you're right. When they have the money in hand, they make all the decisions.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow the decisions, you end up out on the road.
Absolutely. Because even in a situation where the woman has the money, the woman is the one with the money, and if she take up a little man, he's just gonna be there, and he can't talk too hard to her, because
the big answer that we are looking at, the money talks,
and everything else work. I tell you.
Great show you have, man. You have an interesting show with different varying topics.
Yes.
Good show.
Yes, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
Good. Okay.
Whatever it takes, you've gotta be my lover once again. Baby,
I love me some June. I love me some June Carol Lodge.
without your love, I just can't carry on.
Did you know that her mother called her June Carol, but we called her a JC?
Wanna make it up
Most of us call her JC, yeah?
to you,
But her mama named her June Carol. So it's JC Lodge on the Big Bad Station. As we track back.
you never know a good thing till it's gone. 'Cause the love I had is the love I want.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we started this thing. And I have to share what's in my phone with you. The number to call me at, if you want to participate in the hot topic, is 508 762 7621. Good evening to you, Sister Dawn. How you doing? 508 762 7621. Call me. Yeah, anything, you can call me and talk to me about anything, You can call me and talk to me about politics in Jamaica. Because you know what? I'm going to be touching on some politics. Yeah, I'm going to be touching on some politics because we have some interesting development down there in Jamaica. And that's where we have this new feature. That's where it comes in, right? What am I watching? What am I watching? That is where that feature comes in because I normally save every day of my life. I watch videos, I watch news, I watch sometimes some funny things. And guess what? I save them because I don't like to just watch things because it's not fun when you just watch them by yourself and you laugh by yourself or you get the information but you keep it to yourself. I don't like that. I like to share. So, I normally save them. But a lot of times when I save them, I don't get a chance to share them. And so I keep saving and saving and saving. So I'm like, all right, so Chris, how you going to end up sharing some of these things with your listeners? I have to put it down. It's just like everything else. At my age, I have to write everything down. So, how I write it down, I put it in the program. I inject it into the program. So I remember, you have something in your phone that you need to share with the audience. So what am I watching? Yeah, that's how that came about, What am I watching? I have to put it down. Because a lot of weeks I come, I have them, but I don't remember. I save them in my phone, but I don't remember if I share them with them. So guess what? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff in my phone, and I'm going to be sharing them with you as the show progresses. All right?
Where did you come from, baby?
Giving a big shout out to the Montego Bay Massive.
I needed you.
Come on, the Massive.
No,
Pick up yourself.
needed you so badly. How did you know?
Westmoreland.
Would give my all gladly. Yesterday.
Let me give a big shout out to those of you tuning in from Little London,
Now you're
in Westmoreland.
next to me. Make
Good
it
evening to you.
me. I believe in miracles. Where you from?
Big shout out to the West Isle community.
Sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing. Where did you come from, angel? How did you know I'd be the one?
The West Isle community is located in Little London.
You're everything I prayed for.
Westmoreland, I want to give a big shout out to you all. Very, very nice community over there.
I done gave for. Yesterday,
Shout out.
give me love and satisfaction.
Everybody tuning in, alright?
Right next to me, giving it to me, girl. I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing.
Sister Andrea Best. As you know, we have this new feature going. We started last week where I asked a question, what am I watching? And I share some stuff in my phone. I'm going to be doing that again this week, sharing some stuff that I've been watching. And boy, have I been watching. I've been watching a lot of stuff this week because there are lots and lots of interesting stuff going on right across the globe. And so I'll be sharing some of that with you in just a moment. Stand by.
Girl, I like the way you touch me, darling. You sexy thing. Come on and touch me. Happy feelings with me again. Now that I have found a friend. Today I was so lost.
The Chris Reggae Show on Caribbean Vibes Radio.
Today I found true love at last. Deep, deep in my heart.
Sister Jackie. Oh, no.
We will
What a one.
make all your stars, sharing the very end. My new lover, my new friend. You bring joy and happiness to a soul who knows no tenderness. They may say you're no good for me, but the blind will never see. Oh, deep in my heart.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, the hot topic is it's here. Let me play it again for you. For those of you who are just coming in, this is what the hot topic is. What's your take on the situation here?
I don't want to obey my husband. And that same woman will go to her job and her boss tells her he wants something done by Monday. She'll say, yes, sir.
Yes,
she
sir.
goes home. The trash people say, put your trash out on Tuesday. She'll say, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
She'll go to the hospital. The doctor tells her, take these pills. She'll say, yes, sir. But the man that loves her and wants to provide and protect for her, she has a problem obeying him. That's why you're single.
Wow, that's why you think so? I think that's why someone is single. Yeah? I think that's why someone is single because no not obeying on a husband. No not obeying on a husband. I want to take in on a husband for granted. You obey your boss. If the boss say jump, you don't even tough somehow, I tell you the truth. Somehow the boss say jump, you don't even ask. Oh you just jump. Yeah? Someone will ask I still. But the fact is that so it's set. So 508-762-7621. Do you agree with this woman? Or what is your take? Is there some little nuances in there somewhere? Is there a nuance situation where, tell me. You can't tell me, 508-762-7621. You can send it. You can send me a WhatsApp message. You can send a voice message. You can call me on the phone, 508-762-7621. You can call me via WhatsApp. Send me voice note, send me text message, call me on the phone, whatever. 508-762-7621. That's the number you can reach me at. Send me your response either way, and we can get it out there on the phone. What am I watching? Stand by. I'm going to tell you what I am watching in just a moment.
Oh yes, we will make our new start.
What is it? What is it that I am? Hello, you're live on the radio. Good evening.
Good evening, Chris, and good evening to the listeners.
Hello, my lady. How are you?
I am truly blessed and highly favored.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, thankful Thursday. We have a lot to be thankful for.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. I just want to give you my 2 cents on the topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Not until you showed the video a while ago, and I realized, is that a Muslim woman who is speaking?
What does that
Listen,
have to do with anything, Sister
listen,
Pat?
Chris.
What does that
Listen,
have to
Chris.
do with anything? Come on. I don't.
I have been taught
You
to
know
be
what?
observant and to be a good listener.
You know what?
And I'm looking and I said, that gotta be a Muslim.
Oh my
Sure
Lord.
enough, it was.
I don't know. Let me just be. I don't know. She has her head.
Look.
Yes, she has her head covered, and
Yes.
if you a reasonable person would assume that she is Muslim. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, a reasonable
Now-
person can assume that she is Muslim, but I don't know that for certain.
Okay. Let's get real now.
Okay.
It's a culture thing. It's a culture thing, especially where women are concerned. Now, there are different reasons why a woman is single. It doesn't necessarily mean that the woman is disobedient to her husband. She don't listen to the husband. When you're at work, whatever the boss tells you to do, if it's within your scope of your assignment, then you will go and do it. If not, you can look for another job. And it's different from when you're at home. And I believe that marriage is not just a 50-50. If the wife is working and the husband gets home before the wife, he can pitch in and help with the chores. It's not necessarily 100% on the woman's part to do the domestic work, and she's out there working also. Now, communication is very important in the relationship. So if they are on that communication wavelength, they will have what we call mutual understanding and mutual respect for each other. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the woman is disobedient if she doesn't listen to the husband. I don't agree with that statement at all. Now we know that within the Muslim trend that the women, their vow is to be obedient to the husband. And I've seen culturally the difference in Caribbean women as opposed to the Muslim women, even in Indian women. They walk behind their husband. You can't, Caribbean woman or Jamaican woman to walk behind her husband. That will not work. So we see before the sparks fly, communication is important. What are our roles? What are we going to do to enhance this relationship? You're going to help me and I will help you. It's not necessarily 50-50. That 50-50 business don't work. When two people come together and they're walking together, hand in hand, what affects one will affect the other. If it's positive, they both will bask in the glory. If it is negative, nobody wants to take responsibility. And that's why I believe it's very, very important that people communicate and understand what their role is. What are they bringing to the relationship? How they're going to better understand and live together. Because most of the time when relationships fail, it can be a number of reasons. It could be lack of communication, you're not communicating well. It could be financially, You know, the man is not bringing home the money, or the wife is not bringing home the money. There are too many expenses. The children are there. Who is going to have to care for the children? We know a woman's role. Even at night when that woman is sleeping, her brain is working. She's
Mm-hmm.
planning out her day. How, when the kids get up, I have to take care of the kids, help them with their shower, fix them breakfast. By the time she gets ready to go to work, she's tired. And she comes home and the cycle starts all over again.
Mm.
So, like I say, I'm not going to pinpoint and label it as just the woman is single because she's disobedient. She don't listen to her husband. I don't agree with that statement at all.
Interesting. Now, I am when you hang up, Sister Pat, I'm going to read a scripture, and I'm going to go into a little bit of it. And if you want, you can call me back afterwards.
Listen, I know the scripture that you're going to read.
so, if we are talking about subjection and obedience and all of that, and if we are Christians, I hear you say, that you ain't gonna get no Caribbean woman following behind their husbands. But I think the Muslim women, they are they are following the strict text of the Bible when the Bible says that the woman, that remember the order is that the man is the head of the house, right? So
Christ is the head.
Christ,
Christ
right,
is
and
the
the
head
man,
of the house.
right,
And the man, and if the man is walking in steps with Christ,
right.
being the priest,
So
but
you,
how many
so
men
in other words, you have
yes,
Christ, then you have the man,
man, the
and then you
head,
have the woman,
right,
right? So the man is
yes,
supposed to follow Christ, and the woman is supposed to follow the man, right?
right.
Right. So, but we don't really necessarily see that happening. So I
No.
suspect that where she is coming from is the strict text of how they interpret the Bible,
Right.
or the scripture. Am I
And
wrong?
this is where you are correct. And this is where some people get it twisted. Now we see in reality, how many households we see today that has both parents, both a mother and a father.
Well,
A
we're talking about
handful.
we're actually talking about the ones that do have the man and the woman, right?
Okay, and how many of the men we see? Well, it goes both ways. I'm not
Right,
gonna bash the men. It goes both ways.
right.
Either spouse can be unfaithful to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And if the spouse is being unfaithful, there is going to be some problems in the home. But most of the time, we see the man is being unfaithful and he's not living up to his expectation. And the poor woman is left all alone. Now, if in a household where the man is not living up to his marital duties and his fatherly responsibilities, and all of that responsibility is left upon the woman, what is the woman supposed to
But
do?
what if the woman just don't want to listen to the man? Because you have to call a spade a spade. We do have some of these relationships where the women feel as if them not take no talk from the man
Yeah,
because they feel like, hey, me a grown woman, me I work my own money, so hey, me never want to hear nothing from you. Me I go do
and
whatever me want
I
to do, and
agree.
it is what it
I
is.
agree. I'm not gonna be partial because I listen to both sides of the spectrum and I've seen it in action. I know for a fact that there are some rebellious women, even in the church.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring it home, even in the church. Some of the women, I mean, they are just so rambunctious. They're so rowdy. They're rough around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the women some of the men gravitate to. Some of the meek women have some rough husbands, and some of the meek and humble men have some rough ones. They're rough. But to each its own. And this is why when it comes to dating, even though you could be dating this individual for a long time, the person will show you face to face who they are. But the moment the snake waved the ugly head and you see that side of the individual, you know what you're getting into. Some, unfortunately, don't know what they're getting into until after the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But the big word that I often like to use is respect. When it
Yes.
comes to respect, you have to respect me and I will respect you. The next word is the communication. We
Mm-hmm.
should be able to sit down and talk about the issues, what's bothering me, what can you do to enhance the relationship. If you can do a little bit more to help, so be it. If you both work and you both come home, the man not supposed to be sitting in the living room watching the TV and order the wife to bring him a cup of
What?
tea or a
So what
glass
him
of
supposed to be watching?
of
What
tea.
him supposed to be watching?
Him supposed to help her in the kitchen cooking.
Okay, all right.
He's supposed to help with the laundry. And they have children. So eventually the woman is going to be burned out. No, it's unfair.
Mm.
You have to have mutual understanding and mutual respect. This is from my perspective. I would not want to have a husband sitting on
Then,
we
then
have
sister
children.
part, stick
Yes,
up it.
yes,
Then like
yes.
how my wife, you see, my wife don't make
Hmm.
me touch the laundry,
Okay.
cause she feel like say me can't wash. So me don't
Well,
know.
guess what?
So
If you can't, she doesn't want you to
no
do
man,
the
that she no.
laundry.
I know because
You
me
can.
can't. I know because me can't. But she just don't feel like me can do it the way how she would have did do
Oh,
it.
she wants it done. So guess what? You're gonna share. You're gonna share some other chores, right?
And
You
she don't want me
you
cook
can
either,
help
cause
with
she
the
don't feel like me
cooking.
can cook either.
Well, what about cleaning up the house?
Well,
You can't help. You can't help with the
yes,
cleaning
man.
of
Me
the
can
house.
help. Yeah, man. Me can help with that.
So
But
you.
all right. But
So
watch this
you
now. Watch
see,
this
you're
now.
sharing.
Watch
You're
this now, sister
sharing
Pat.
chores.
Watch this now.
Yes.
You see, there are sometimes in relationship, because
Yes.
relationships are every household, and I just throw those
Hmm.
things in there just to make a point, right? You have
Yes.
relationships uh, that are different.
Hmm.
You have some relationships where the woman will go outside and she will take up the lawnmower and she will cut the
Hmm.
lawn. She will
Hmm.
run the fence if possible. She will carry
Hmm.
out the trash. She will, all of
Right.
those stuff. And then you have some relationships where the woman now go out and none at all go to them things there. So the man,
No.
those things are left up to the man. If the lawn for cut, the man have to cut it. If anything to do with the outside of the house, the man have to do it. And then the woman decide, all right, I'll take care of the stuff on the inside. What do you think about that kind of compromise?
Well, like I said before, there has to be a balance.
Mm,
And this is where communication comes into play.
mm,
You can say to your wife, well, babe, seeing that you don't want me to do the laundry and you would prefer for me not to do the cooking, what would you like for me to do in the house? Communicate and let her tell you what she would like to be done. And if she doesn't want you to do anything in the house on the
or maybe you
outside,
just do, maybe
I'm
you just do
sure
it. Maybe
not
you know.
everybody not have. You just up and go do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't have money to be paying the landscape of where you live.
Right.
It's easy if you have a lawnmower. You just say, babe, today I'm gonna be cutting the lawn. So if you need for me to do something, please let me know ahead of time. But I'm gonna be cutting the lawn. I'm gonna be busy. That's where understanding comes into play, and the both of you at the end of the day will work out just fine.
Right.
But
right.
would it be fair? Would it be fair for her to be washing and cooking and cleaning, and you lay up in the living room?
No, me I cut. No, me I cut the lawn.
Bring me. Okay. Could you bring me a tall glass of juice?
I'm cutting the lawn, and I'm doing all the outside chores, and I'm painting the
That's it.
house, and I'm doing all of that stuff while she inside doing
And
whatever
that's
she doing on the inside.
And guess what? At the end of the day, both of you will be happy. You come in, you take a shower, and you both sit, and you can have your free time, your me time together. That's what it's all about. You wouldn't want your wife to be tired out now, and then when night comes, oh babe, can we have relationship, and the woman all tired out and burn out, and then you're gonna tell her, I'm your wife. You're my wife. I'm your husband. You're not supposed to deny me. These things happen, Chris.
Right. Sister Pat, we have to go have a show for that part of it. Because trust me, there is a lot to talk about when it touch that part of the relationship. Because I think that after people get married, that part of the relationship cut out.
No.
You don't cut out.
Why.
Listen.
Listen. You want to spark it up? That's why you have Victoria's Secret. Hello.
Victoria who?
Victoria's Secret. The secret is out.
Victoria don't know my secret. All right, Sister Pat. Thank you very much for your contribution.
You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, interesting topic there. All right.
It is the right fit. The Chris Whilby Show and Fit FM 96.7. Hi there. My name is Chris Whilby, the Vibes Master, and I'm inviting you to tune in to the Chris Whilby Show on Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fit FM 96.7. It's the international show with a Jamaican vibe where information and music exist in harmony. It is music, current affairs, issues affecting relationship, and the hot topic of the week. So come on board, sit back, relax, be informed while being entertained. It's the Chris Whilby Show, every Thursday at 6 p.m. on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Reggae Larger Than Life, the first ever fun and games book dedicated to reggae and dancehall music, takes you on a fun-filled journey retracing the events and people that have made our music great. Sit with your family and friends and enjoy the questions and games. Answer me this: which St. Catherine-based Singjay introduced the world to his attractive Queen Majesty in 2016? And Water Pumping was a 1983 hit for which vintage artist? Get your copy online at Amazon and eBay. Reggae Larger Than Life, the ultimate reggae music fun and games book. There's so much to enjoy.
You know, he's a man who can't take the botheration, you know. So let the door hit ya. I wear the good Lord splits you. Brand new music on this. You say you love me and you care, but you never then near. You're always on the run. Now tell me this: why we can't spend no quality time? Kick back and just unwind. You always have something to do. That simple mean that love you not true, cause only when you want to me hear you shout I love you. Tell me where all the passion gone, all of the warmth. Tell me where is all of the tenderness. And there is something something else that's been bugging me for so long. Tell me this, tell me if love's so nice. Tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang, if love's so nice. Tell me why I'm sad. Me sing again. If love's so nice. Tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang, if love's so nice. Tell me.
Don't forget that you can give me a shout out. Give me a call right here at 508-762-7621 if you want to participate in the hot topic. The hot topic.
And I'm the one.
What is your take? Let me just
Won't you give me some TLC?
I'm gonna play that for you one more time.
What's going around?
Sister Pat was very observant, you know. She noticed the video. She said, "Hey, young lady."
Begging on your knees, hand me my keys, and let go off me short sleeve.
Well, let me just read something for you before we come back to this one here. The Bible uses the term submission in relation to marriage, primarily in Ephesians 5:22-24 and 1 Peter 3:1-7. Now, it encourages wives to submit to their husbands, but also emphasizes the importance of mutual love and respect between spouses. Now, this submission is not about subjugation or inferiority, but rather a willingness to cooperate and yield to the other person's leadership in a way that honors God. The passage instructs wives to submit to their own husbands. As the Lord, it draws a parallel between the church's submission to Christ and the wife's submission to her husband, highlighting that the husband is the head of the wife. However, it's important to note the context. The passage also instructs husbands to love their wives, just as Christ loved the church. Now, in 1 Peter 3, verses 1-7, this passage also encourages wives to submit themselves to their own husbands and emphasizes the importance of respect, conduct. Even if a husband is not a believer, it also instructs husbands to live with their wives in an understanding way, showing respect for your wife as for the weaker one. Now, if we're going to the meaning of submission, the term submission in the Bible is not about a wife being subservient or inferior to her husband. Instead, it's about a willing cooperation and a desire to honor God by respecting the roles God has assigned to each partner in marriage. It's also valuing the other person's leadership and decisions and seeking to live in a way that reflects unity and love. Right? So that is my take on the whole situation. But let me just play the clip for you one more time, and you can give me a call if you want to 508-762-7621 or send me a message.
I don't want to obey my husband. And that same woman will go to her job and her boss tells her he wants something done by Monday. She'll say, yes, sir. She goes home. The trash people say, put your trash out on Tuesday. She'll say, yes, sir. She'll go to the hospital. The doctor tells her, take these pills. She'll say, yes, sir. But the man that loves her and wants to provide and protect for her, she has a problem obeying him. That's why you're single.
That's why you're single. That's what she said. And she said, that's why you're single, because you don't want to obey. You don't want to obey your husband. So that's why I'm single. I don't know. 508-762-7621. Yeah, let's get back to some more music. Oh, hold on. Let me just, I almost forget, you see what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? I almost forget about my phone. What am I watching? I'm going to give you some of what I'm watching in just a moment. So let me get back to this music here, and then we're going to get to that.
John, Peter, or Steve, because if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang, if love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. Me sing again. If love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang, if love so nice, tell me why I'm sad. Missing again, no man no one feel live a lonely life of that I'm sure. But me nah go second less when I know I deserve more. Every day from me vessel when me love you come and pour it out. You pour it out. And when me ready for some my years, you lock me out and change your route and then you run your mouth. But you don't know what love is about. Well, I am sick and I'm tired and I'm sick. I don't want no more of this. Because if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang, if love's so nice, tell me why.
You are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio.
If love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang, if love.
All right, let me get to some of the comments. Let me see. Here you have Sister Camille. Sister Camille is saying, however, each person operates as it pertains to their relationship. Not everything is for everyone, and you have to do what works in your relationship. All right. Sister Andrea says that the couple should talk. And again, Sister Camille says, sometimes it's quicker to just do some things yourself, as by the time they get around to it, you could have had it done. Why me I tell you, sister, yeah, talk truth, yeah, man. Because here's the thing, though. You touch on a very solid point there, you know. So sometimes just do it yourself. If you want it done, just do it. Because if you tell me if I do it, and me sit down on the couch, like for example, you said, honey, can you take out the trash for me? And I said, yes, I'm going to take it out. And the next 10 minutes, you come back and you expect it to be gone in the next 10 minutes and me never move same time. It don't mean so I'm not going to do it, you know. It just mean that I'm going to do it on my time. But you never said do it. No. You said, can you take out the trash? Of course, I'm going to take it out. When I get to it. You know that, you know what I mean? And that will annoy some people because you want me to move at your timing. You want me to move right now, and you never said that. The instructions were clear. You just asked, can you take out the trash? Yes, I'm going to take out the trash. Can you mow the lawn? Yes, I'm going to mow the lawn. Just not today. I'm going to probably mow it tomorrow or maybe the day after that. You know what I mean? I'm going to get to it. And then, you know, that might piss you off because you want it done like right now. And I say, if you want it done like right now, the best thing to do is what Sister Camille suggested. Yeah.
I hear me sing. You say you love me and you care, but you never then here. You're always on the run. Now tell me this, why we can't spend no quality time? Kick back and just unwind. You always have something to do. That simple mean that love.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk into the microphone. I don't know why I do that all the time. I talk into the microphone with the microphone off. I wonder how long I've been doing that. Yeah, Sister Camille says, if you want the man to help. No, this wasn't from Sister Andrea. If you want the man to help, don't criticize. There's a lot of times when this is a pertinent one. This is a pertinent one. I like that one there. If you want the man to help, don't criticize how he does it. That's a very interesting way. You know? That's interesting. I don't know if I agree 100% because sometimes it's not because you don't want to be criticized. Sometimes it's how it is done. It's not that it is done at all. It is just how it is done. Because if the man goes out of his way, for example, I don't like to cook, right? And if I go out of my way to prepare a nice meal for my family, I mean, I am not the best of chef. And right away, my wife take the food and she take it and she said, "Why this not taste good, you know?" I mean, me I go feel a little weird still, me not lie. I mean, it's not the end of the world, you know. You're not going to jump over a bridge. But hey, you feel a way. And sometimes that will prevent a man or even the woman, you know, if you are critical in that way. So, because sometimes it's not what you say, but it is how you say it, you know. And I think that is the key. It's not that you are being critical, it's how you say it and how you make the person feel. Because Maya Angelou says, a person will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you make them feel. So that is very important. You know, if what you say makes a person feel a certain way, you know, sometimes people have someone with grasp, you know, because we don't really care. We claim some why we outspoken, because that's son of Jamaicans, you know. Talk about why me just outspoken, you know, me just no business, me I go say what me have to say. No. Outspoken don't mean that you have to be rude. You know, because sometimes it's not outspoken. We're not outspoken, and sometimes we're just rude and just stay one way. Not sure? Yeah, man.
Me hear you shout, I love you. Tell me where all the passion gone, all of the warmth, and tell me where is all of the tenderness. And there is something else that's been bugging me for so long. Tell me this, tell me if love's so nice. Tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. Me sing again. If love's so nice.
All the time, breathe. To say I'm on the unity of turn. Ultimate number, so I can't stop singing. Love the smooth series.
Now ain't it good to know?
And we're going to know
that after so long years, we can all come together, share each other's views. Now ain't it good to know?
Right now.
Aren't you feeling excited? Yes, cause the joy in me ignited when I heard the news, yeah. That no shot, no buzz, and then no one no buzz, and then no fire, no burn, no blood, no run. Said no shot, no buzz, no and no one no cause, and then the fire stop.
Talking about no shot now, boss. Have you heard the good news, ladies and gentlemen? Have you heard the news that crime is down in Jamaica by 43%? Can you believe it? Crime is down in Jamaica by 43%. 43%. Crime is down in Jamaica. We have to lick some shot for that. Maybe I should not lick no shot. Yeah? Maybe I should not lick no shot. Not sure. I should have used one different thing. But crime is down in Jamaica by 43%. And for the month of May, crime is down by 70%. Hold on. Wanna hear what I say? Crime is down in Jamaica by 70% in May. Wow. I never knew that I would have lived to see we are celebrating crime down going to 50% in Jamaica. It's a good day. It's a good day in Jamaica. But you know what the funny thing about it is? Funny thing is, a lot of people are not celebrating. It's sad. It's not even funny. It's sad. Because they believe that, and it's all about politics, you know. That is just so sad. Because if crime is down, certain people, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, they will never celebrate the good news. Because if crime is down and good things are happening, it means that the government is performing and there will be no need for a change. So the opposition, call a spade, and the people who support the opposition, I see it every day. I see it on social media. I was watching, let me see if I can pull that up. I was watching on social media just now, just a moment ago, where it is being reported that crime is down. And people are being critical. All right, let me just, this one here, I haven't been in this one here. I just see this one here because I just go on social media, and I guarantee I'm going to find some negative stories here. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Shank today revealed that the count from the massive gun find at a warehouse in Kingston has reached a tally of 233 firearms. Chang, speaking at a post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House, disclosed that the seizure includes 74 rifles and 150 handguns. All right. Guns, they're sending in guns like crazy. And a lot of people in the comments, I am almost certain, I'm trying to find out the negative ones. They don't want to see things like these happening, you know. Once somebody say, it's plant the guns because election are come and they want to fool the people. Stuff like that. Comments like that. People say that, you know what I mean. Well, I don't know. It's mind-boggling.
See someone like this. Wouldn't it be good to know that some old time enemies, yes, ceasefire.
Must be a way to solve our conflict.
Start a show. And then no shot, no bus. No shot, no bus. And no one, no curse. And no fire, no bus.
Woman.
Why, something I'm reading here. I tell you, I read all kinds of things, and I'm sharing it with you. What's in my phone? I am reading dad jokes in my phone. And it says here, I am not a magician, but I once turned a back rub into 2 kids and a mortgage. How that happened? Only God knows.
Online and on the go on your mobile phone. We're the internet's best choice.
The guy says he's not a magician, but he once turned a back rub into 2 kids and a mortgage. He is a magician. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him that he's a magician?
We profit in a communion. There go a time we hold and strong. To kill your fellow man, what you get satisfaction. When the younger youths are living never impression. Let's say move to the bank and now there is a man.
Now when you get to know,
and they gonna know
that after so long, we can come together and share each other's views. Yeah,
just like that. Natural, no chance.
Wouldn't it be good to know
and a
that some old time enemies ceasefire. Beauty start to show. And then no shot, no bus. And then no one, no fuss. And then no fire, no burn. Oh, yeah, no
So for the person who was trying to call, I missed your call, so you can call back, please. I need to hear from you.
Feel good to see the joy and the little children. Everyone get a chance to see them friend. Warm up with lock up like chicken in the pen. Longing far away from guns and bombshell. You know from when that and no look for retail. No man go all about ceasefire on our road. Long time I know see something like this. Must be an alternative to solve with conflicts. Listen to the band and we are dash down lyrics. Along with bury someone and this ain't no gimmick. So I play politics and I come in a black chicks.
Alright, so once again, 508-762-7621, 508-762-7621. If you want to share your opinion on the topic, you can give me a call, 508-762-7621, or you can send me a voice note. I think the phone got disconnected just now. So you can give me a call, 508-762-7621. All right. What else am I watching? Let me go back to my phone, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying earlier, that crime is down in Jamaica. And there's a little message here from the Prime Minister. And he's saying, this is something else that I'm watching in my phone. I'm watching Andrew Holness. He said murders have dropped to their lowest level in 34 years, with the first quarter of 2025 recording a 43.3% reduction compared to last year, 2010. Somebody is calling me. Let me just accept this call here. Good evening. You are live on the radio. What's on your mind?
Yes, now this gets very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The GDP for Jamaica is 19 trillion, for Guyana it's 17 trillion, and for Trinidad it's 27 trillion. Now, I am saying the better the GDP of your country is, it's more likely that crime will be down and productivity will be increased.
Mm-hmm.
If Jamaica is at 19 trillion, I say we need to step that up, because if you look at countries like Qatar have a GDP of $213 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Qatar. That other country next to Qatar, Saudi Arabia, their GDP is over $500 billion. Now, if those countries are having GDPs like that, why is Jamaica's GDP only 19 billion? Jamaica's GDP should be at least 50 billion, not 19.
Mm.
And we need to step up. We need to step up industrialization to achieve those numbers. Guyana.
So what do you think is going to? What's your suggestion? What do you think the government need to do to step that up?
Step up agricultural productivity. We have huge markets in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
United States, and Britain for Jamaican agricultural products.
Mm-hmm.
We need to step up the productivity so that you can market all these goods and step up the GDP.
But
it can be done.
Of course, it can be done. But here's the caveat. Jamaica has a lot of agricultural lands, right? Prime agricultural lands. But not a lot of people want to go into farming in Jamaica. That is just a fact.
They're planning to increase it, because
yes,
I was talking one early morning. The president of the Jamaica Agricultural Society was on the radio on Power 106.1.
Right.
And I called him and I said, "Listen, man, what Jamaica needs to step up agricultural productivity is more water. They need to capture the water, reserve the water, and make it available for agricultural productivity." And when I said that to him, he said, "Man, I have never heard those words expressed before, and I'm going to make a note of what you just told me, and I'm going to present it to the government that you said all of that to me this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? The Prime Minister of Jamaica has now indicated that they are going to build 45 reservoirs around the island.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget the amount of money it's going to be spending. I think it's over $40 billion they'll be spending to erect 45 reservoirs on the island. Because if you have the water resources, agricultural productivity can be stepped up immensely in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And there are markets out there ready and waiting for the products. Not only Jamaicans, but we have Americans ready to buy Jamaican products. British people, Canadian people ready to buy Jamaican agricultural products.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we need to get it together, get it rolling.
One of the things what we also have to take into consideration is that over the years, Jamaica just did not, and this is just the reality of the situation. Successive governments did not manage the economy well. So there was really no money to develop the country. And in order for the country to be developed, the macro economy has to be developed and stabilized. In other words, we know we have to have some reserves. You have to stabilize the thing and make sure now that you have some reserve where you can now spend on all of those development on water, all of the other infrastructure, roads, and all of that. And successive governments did not do that. It's just a fact. No.
What caused them not to have done
just
that?
mismanagement. Some of it is corruption. Some of it is just that. Some of them just never know what they do. I don't think every one of them deliberately went in there to rob and steal. Some of them just didn't have a clue. And so they just did not manage the economy very well. And so there was a lot of waste. So there are three things. There was a lot of waste, there was a lot of fraud, and there was a lot of abuse. Now, we will never get rid of all of those things completely. But if you have a government who can minimize it and concentrate on the development, a government who has the country's interest at heart, then you can definitely do all of that. And it is my opinion that this government has done that. They have stabilized the economy. They now have money, literally. They have money. This government have money where they can now be spending it on a lot of different things to develop the country and do all kinds of things. And that's why sometimes it is important to have continuity. Sometimes we, as human beings, we tend to get frustrated and we get tired of a particular government because we say, well, them did it too long. But the thing that the problem with that kind of mentality is, okay, if you have a government, let's use this government for example, Andrew Holness and the JLP. They've been in there for 9 years. They've done some good things. Now, are they perfect? Absolutely not. But they have done some good things, and the country is moving in a positive direction. We have seen it. Crime is going down. The economy is stabilized. Yeah?
We don't need to dislodge them then. If they're doing on an average decent things that are producing, we don't need to dislodge them.
That's what I'm saying. So here's a problem though. If we disrupt this, because now, okay, let's take for example, when they came in, if they did not get a second term, there would not have been this continuity to reach the level of stability that we are now. It would have been disrupted. The other government would have come in, and then we change. If that government started on a momentum and you change them again, then you end up with this meandering back and forth with the economy starting and stopping like a car sputtering, and you know what I mean? So, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, people can challenge it. I believe that the government has stabilized the economy to a point where we are now seeing negligible growth, right? It is the macro economy is no doubt, even institutions across the globe, they are praising Jamaica and how Jamaica has come out of COVID on the other side when lots and lots of other countries have been tumbling left, right, and center. So, according to even Forbes magazine, they're praising how the finance minister, the former finance minister, who is now moved on to the World Bank, Nigel Clark, how he managed the economy. And we are now in a very, well, let me not say a very, we're in a good place, right? So it's like yeah, go ahead.
The Minister of Agriculture is stepping up productivity in a big way.
Yes.
He's doing it particularly down in St. Elizabeth, where there's a tremendous amount of land availability down there for agricultural productivity. So we have to congratulate that man, because not only has he done that to St. Elizabeth, but he's approaching productive areas all around the island. And
but I hear that him in trouble,
you know.
I hear that him probably going to lose his seat. I don't know.
I wonder why, because if his level of productivity seems to be so good.
It's politics, it's... Listen, people are... We're unpredictable, and voters, sometimes people vote and you wonder what them vote for. Look at this country, for example. I mean, we don't have to talk about it, you know what I mean? So voters, sometimes there is really no reason or logics behind how people vote. You may think that, why this, and when the person votes, you're like, what? How did that happen?
Well, hear this now. Carmela lost the last election, but I will be supporting her for the next one coming up.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I believe she has the capability and the instrumentation and the ability to handle the job. And I will be supporting her very strongly.
Listen, you're going to be wasting your vote. America, and let me just say this categorically. America, we have to have another show for this. America is never going to elect another black person. It's not going to happen. We have to.
Well, I have a Bob Marley tune.
Chase those crazy balls out of here.
Chase those crazy balls out of town, and we're gonna use that song to make sure that Camilla makes it there.
Yeah,
and I will be doing that myself.
Well, we will see. But Obama.
Chase the crazy balls out of town.
Obama was the worst thing that could happen to America. Yeah.
And what about number 45, who is now 47?
And no, let me explain why I say that. America believes that as a black person, you should be satisfied with whatever they allow you to get. Now, yes, if you notice, every time that black people move up and are trying to be equal, the country shift. Now, because Obama became president, the racism got out of hand in the country. And the backlash has never stopped ever since. And it has gotten increasingly worse. And we have been set back like a few decades.
Well, listen, there are 82,000 African students in China studying. 82,000. And there are, I think the number of Europeans is 92,000. 92,000 Europeans are in China studying. 82,000 Africans are in China studying. Why do we have those numbers?
Oh, you tell me.
Because China is stepping up its capability. They were communists at one time, but things are beginning to happen. I have, for instance, I have a sister with 3 daughters and 1 son. One daughter went to China for about 6 years or 7 years studying medicine, and now she's practicing medicine in Montego Bay.
Mm.
Yeah, the oldest daughter, well, she studied in Jamaica. She went to UWI. She's also a doctor.
Yeah.
So it's immensely great that we have those situations. And China is getting very involved in what Jamaica is doing economically. They're doing quite a lot in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were former communists. In fact, they're not fully democratic now anyway. But their GDP is 17.7 trillion. America's GDP is 27.7 trillion. That America's GDP is 10 trillion more than China. But watch out, China is moving very swiftly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you for the call.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Many did try but couldn't steal my honey. Many did try but couldn't get in love.
This is Simone Murray.
Some fool did try to trick you with his
Chris Whilby Show on Whilby and
turn
Vibez
around
Radio.
and wonder what she is made of. She just loves this groovy little thing we got going. It will last as long as her heart's beating. She just loves this groovy little thing we got going. It will last as long as her heart's beating.
Still taking your calls. Still taking your calls at 508-762-7621. 508-762-7621. What's your take?
Sometimes the things they say, Lord knows would hurt me.
Yeah, let me get back to that update from the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Murders have dropped to their lowest level in 34 years, with the first quarter of 2025 recording a 43.3% reduction compared to last year's 210 fewer lives lost. The Jamaica Constabulary Force reports that the first quarter saw the lowest number of murders since measuring began in 2001, and the second quarter is on track to continue this downward trend. We are seeing the results of strategic investment in law enforcement, stronger legislation, and community partnerships. The government remains focused on building a safe, more secure Jamaica for every Jamaican. Let me oh Lord have mercy, I tell you. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. 508-762-7621. Who else want a piece of the pie?
Groovy little thing we got going. It will last as long as her heart's beating. The woman just loves this groovy little thing we got going. And it will last as long as her heart's beating.
So let me just read one person responding to the Prime Minister. This person here says, "No murder is done. You people need to stop misleading the Jamaican people, not because they are not educated." That's what this person is saying.
With this money, yeah.
This other one here says, I'm not calling their names, you know, the election is coming, everything going to go down. So in other words, they are saying that it is election ploy, while why the murders are going down. Somebody else said, something is wrong with this man. The people should feel safe in them country. 0% of murders. Then we can celebrate. One of the things that I always find interesting, you see, is why it is that if when people are killing people, we blame the prime minister or the politicians. If I decide to take up my weapon and go and kill Tom Jones round the road because me and Tom Jones have a little issue or we have a little beef, how does the prime minister stop me from taking up a gun? Why would anybody blame me, blame the prime minister for what I am doing? I mean, it's good that we are having murders reduced, and I'd say if the prime minister used to get the blame when the murders rise, he should get the credit when the murders fall. And I also find it interesting that these same people who are throwing cold water on the good news of the country are the same people, the exact same people. They are no different. These are the exact same people who, when they hear the bad news, they celebrate and they believe the bad news. The same organization gathering the data, the same organization was gathering the data over the last 20 years. And they have been presenting the data. Same thing with the economic data. It's the same organization, the same people are in charge of telling us when the economy is not doing well. And when the economy is not doing well, they tell us that the economy is not doing well. And some of us believe them when they say it's not doing well. Why? But when they say it is doing well, or cook the books, why can't we just accept the good news for Jamaica's sake? Why does every single thing have to be so political? That's what's killing the country now. That is what's killing the country now. The politics. We can't accept the good news, because if we accept the good news, it is going to mean that the government is doing something good. And if the government is doing something good, we won't need a change. That is all that I'm in a business where nobody wants to say. That is all that it come down to. That's all it come down to. Can't give the government 1 inch. Crime going down, make them a make up story. Economy getting better, lie them a tell. Yeah. Cannot afford to give the government no credit. If you think I'm lying, there is an article that was out in the Jamaica Gleaner recently, where they, and not only the Jamaica Gleaner, even the Jamaica Star too, where the U.S., the government, it says here that government welcomes the upgrade of U.S. travel advisory for Jamaica. The government welcomes the upgrade, and the story goes, the government has welcomed the decision of the United States to downgrade its travel advisory from level 3 to level 2 using Americans to exercise increased caution rather than reconsider travel. The government says the upgrade is an acknowledgement of strides made by Jamaicans or by Jamaica to improve public safety and security for Jamaicans and visitors. All right. So that's it. In other words, the United States of America is saying, hey, all right, it's not so bad in Jamaica now. Because crime is going down, the economy is good and whatever. So you can travel to Jamaica, but just be careful when you go there. Instead of the other level where it was stating why be extremely careful or something of that sort. Right? Some people just can't, they must say a lie, cook the books and where you promise them, bribe the government, the US government, kind of nonsense. This what happen. Yeah. Because guess what? You cannot. No little good news, nothing come out. Me not like that, you know. Me not like them kind of politics. Me get upset when me hear them kind of politics. Me not like that because guess what? We should want Jamaica to be better under PNP or under JLP. We should want Jamaica to be a place where we can live our lives. And yes, the politics is going to go on. And you're going to have PNP ruling at some point and the JLP ruling. But we should want the country to be prospering in such a way that politics does not drive every single decision that we make. That's what we should want. Instead, we want the thing to mash down so that we can go rule over the ashes. Come on, man. We want to burn it down to the ground so that we can go rule over the ashes. We need to cut that out. We need to cut it out.
I just can't live without you. No, nowhere.
You're live on the radio. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Why, if in that area called Industrial Terrace, that's the area close to Marcus Garvey Drive. They found some storage with 60 odd guns.
Yes.
Why have these guns just popped up like this? Why are they just popping up like that?
Why?
That is too much, man.
Why they're popping up?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're popping up. I think the police them just they just have a better strategy, a better crime fighting strategy, and I think the public is trusting the police more, and they are providing the police now with more information. So there's a lot of things at play, you know. So the police are having more success than ever before in terms of.
When you have over 200 people killed on an island with just under 3 million people, there is something radically wrong there, man.
Yeah, yes, man. Long time.
Wrong.
Yeah, but a long time, something radically wrong with Jamaica, you know. I know today. I know today. But here's this now. We have become so used to it that some people, it's like they're resisting the change. You know, we have become so okay. Like for example,
has to be made. There's no joke about that. The
all right.
change has got to be made.
Watch this. The Wholeness Administration was using the state of emergency as a crime fighting measure because in the mind of the government, we should not be killing over 1,000 of our citizens every year. So in the mind of the government, that was an emergency. They needed to find some way to curb the violence. So they use it as an emergency method. The opposition carry them to court and say, no, you can't use the state of emergency for fight crime.
So how are they going to stop the killing? They have to find some emergency measures to stop the killing.
But the court agrees with the the opposition that you cannot use the state of emergency because according to the interpretation of the court, killing 1,000 citizens per year is not an emergency.
What are they talking about?
You can't ask me, ask the court. That's what they say. They say that's not considered emergency. That's not, so they shouldn't use it.
If you have 3 million people and 1,000 of them get killed in 1 year.
Every year.
That is crazy.
It's not just 1 year. It's every year for the past almost 20 years. We have been having.
So why they don't consider that an emergency?
I don't know. You have to ask the court. So the government appeal it. So it's now going to the Supreme Court in Jamaica. But that's the level because I think we have become so accustomed to it that it's part and parcel of the thing. So we can they can afford to kill 1,000. I've always been disturbed by it. I've always been disturbed and perturbed by why it is that we are so complacent. It's like we just accepting.
Those numbers are way too high.
Of course it is.
For a little island with less than 3 million people.
It is way too high. Way too high. But some people don't believe that it is. And that's why you have people importing guns and you have 200 guns being found right now. Because...
And why are Jamaicans shooting other Jamaicans? What the hell is happening? Why should Jamaicans be shooting other Jamaicans?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. One of the things, in my opinion, is that we are a very aggressive society, and we do not learn to talk out things. Everybody a bad man, and everybody wants to fight. And these days, back in the day, it used to be the bottle and the stone and the knife. Now the gun is the weapon of choice because it's now easy to access gun. I saw recently where a man just killed his neighbor. They were having a dispute, and he didn't realize that it was being recorded on a surveillance camera. And he just pulled out his weapon, and right there in the lane, somebody who him know, and they were having a dispute. And the guy run from him and run go out in the lane. And him just pull out him gun and just shoot him in the head right there. That's how we are. We don't learn to just be calm and peaceful and discuss things. We have to fight it out.
Where did all of this aggression come from, though? Where did all of this come from?
I think it was always there, but and people were always fighting and doing it. It just has gotten worse. But we have been a very violent society for a very long time.
That must be brought to an end. We may not get it to 100%.
I agree.
But it must be brought to an end.
You're preaching to the choir. All right, Papa. Thank you very much for the call.
Good, okay.
Tell you bad things about me. Oh, baby, let them try. I know one day their lust will die. And there will be no cause or reason for you to doubt me. Cause what I feel is real. The love that I have is yours, signed and sealed. Now I'm building my whole wide world around you. But baby, here's my request from you. Baby, don't take my kindness for weakness. Please don't take my sweetness for weakness. No, baby, don't take my kindness for weakness. No, no, baby. Cause our future depends on you. And no one else will do. Ooh, every breath I take, I'll take another one for you. Because I want you in my life. Now, baby. And every song I sing, I'll be singing with feelings about you. With feelings of love so pure and true. There is no way I can live my life without you, baby. But this I desire from you. Baby, don't take my kindness.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Chris.
Yes.
All right. I need some clarification
What kind of
because
clarification?
that word that she's using talking about obey,
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with that word.
Why? Why?
I'm gonna tell you why I
Explain.
have a problem with that
Okay.
word.
All right. Go ahead.
You expect a child to obey you
Mm-hmm.
because you're in authority over that child
Mm-hmm.
and you know what's best for that child.
Okay.
So when you say don't do this or do this,
Mm-hmm.
it's because you know what's best for that child.
Okay.
And as a child, you're expecting that child to obey you.
All right. Yeah, I hear
You
you.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
You train a dog to obey you because
The,
you're its
the
master,
dog? You got to the
and
dog?
therefore it is to be submitted
Mm.
in total obedience to you,
Mm.
whether or not it likes it or not.
Okay.
Now, as it pertains to obeying, now,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to my husband,
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem submitting to my husband as he submits to Christ.
All right. Here we go.
I am not going to submit to anything that will put me in harm's way,
All right.
that will put us in harm's way, and anything that is selfish and self-centered and narcissistic,
Oh.
which is the reason why we ought to be very careful in who we get into covenant with.
All right. Now
Now,
we're talking.
just because he's your husband does not mean you become a robot and whatsoever he says goes. That's not how it works. You have a brain and you have a mind to think of your own thing for yourself.
Mm.
If your husband comes and say, "Hon, so I want to take us in this direction.
Mm.
What do you think?" A real man who loves and respects and honors it and also respects his wife and value her opinion, her wisdom, he will not come and tell her, "This is what we're doing." He will come and say, "Hon, this is the direction I want us to go. What do you think?" And after you hearing, if there's something that needs to be tweaked a little bit, or maybe we might need to make an adjustment a little bit, if he is wise and he trusts your wisdom as his wife, he will also listen. I mean, I like the obey, the word obey, because when the way she say it, when they say, it make the sound like the woman is like a dog. So if the man said jump, you must say how
Oh, you
high.
love the
If
dog
it say
too.
hop, you must say oh high. You understand?
Mm. Yeah,
It
I
all
understand.
depends on who, because I may work for this establishment, but if there's something that they ask me to do that goes against my beliefs, that I don't feel comfortable with, that I am not in agreement with, you best better believe that I will open my mouth and I will strongly disagree.
Mm-hmm.
And I will voice it with
Right.
respect, of course.
Right.
So I can't completely agree with her.
Okay.
I can't 100% agree with her.
All right. That's all right.
Again, I'm all for submitting to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
But if he believes that submitting to him means that I don't have a mind of my own and I don't get to have a say so,
No, man, they
and
ain't
I
must
don't
have
get
mind
to
of your own after
disagree
you're
with
a
him,
robot.
then he needs to get himself a dog.
All right. Cool.
No,
That's all I got to
baby,
say about that.
'cause everything depends on you, and no one else will do. No, baby, I'll do almost anything you ask me to. Always willing to set aside the tribulations you put me through. And people will criticize, And everything that I do, they are willing and able to publicize. I got all bets on you and waiting to finally receive my prize. No matter how men rude, our future is growing inside of you. Baby, time is the master. With your blessings we will prosper. I am placing all bets on you. But baby, don't take my kindness for weakness. Now baby, don't take my sweetness for weakness. Please don't take my kindness for weakness. Baby, don't.
I'm so tired. What a confrontation this will be. Now look at me at 2:45. I wanna go home. That's where I should be. Don't know what to do or what I should say. What a confrontation this will be. Now look at me at 2:45. I wanna go home. That's where I should be. Don't know what to do or what I should say. Gotta make up my mind before night turns to day. Be early, she told me. I'll be waiting for you, honey. I'll make something special for you. Now how am I gonna enter? I can't afford to wake her with lipstick stains. I've got to tiptoe. Now double trouble is waiting. It's wrapped up in my bed. I'm tired, I'm sleepy. Can't take the noggin in my head. Double trouble is waiting. It's wrapped up in my bed. I'm so tired. Now this is my gate. Wonder if she's awake or asleep. If I know her well, she's somewhere taking a peek. What will my story be? This one better be good. Should I tell her I had a confrontation with Robin Hood? She told me, I'll be waiting for you, honey. Special for you. Now how am I gonna enter? I can't afford to wake her with lipstick stains. I've got to tiptoe. Now double trouble is waiting. It's wrapped up in my bed. I'm tired, I'm sleepy. Can't take the noggin in my head. Double trouble.
Double trouble. Wrapped up in my head. Yeah, I was saying Linkage Radio Massive is just gonna have to leave. Is gonna leave me right now, but we have some mismatch going on in terms of the radio and YouTube, and so I'm gonna have to sit around for the next 35 minutes. So for those of you listening on Linkage Radio, I know you're gonna have to leave me in the next minute or so. Thank you for joining. But for those of you on YouTube, if you want to stick around, you can stick around with me, yeah. And those of you on the radio at CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, Fit FM. Yeah, we're gonna have to stick around for the next half an hour.
Now how am I gonna enter? I can't.
Feel free to call me if you are
with lipstick stains.
If you are listening in.
Double trouble.
Or you can just sit there and just listen to me blab, right?
My bed. I'm so tired. I'm sleepy. Can't take the night.
Yeah, I have an issue, you know. I have this thing where I talk for 5 minutes into the microphone that is off, you know. I don't know why I do it. I do it all the time. But we haven't come to the end of the program. We've come to the end of Linkage Radio. But it's been a very interesting evening. It's been a very interesting evening. If you want to call me, you can call me at 508-762-7621. Still have a couple of things in my phone that I want to share with you. I'm going to do that in just a moment, all right? So stand by.
Call me back, call me back.
This one here is from Warrior King. Call me back.
Hear it in your voice. Call me back, call me back. Every time I call your phone. Makes no sense, I try to pretend, cause I feel it. You don't wanna talk to me at all. Yesterday, I made a call, trying to link you out, like I always done before. Yeah. But I didn't like the way that you greeted me. I won't take that from you. I can hear it in your voice. Call me back, call me back. Every time I call your phone. Makes no sense, I try to pretend, cause I feel
Sister Camille says she hear it's 10 o'clock at night and she hear birds chirping. Where do you hear birds chirping? She hear birds chirping outside. I don't know. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Why couldn't you just be true? If you never
So yes, it's Brata time. It's Brata time for those of you on YouTube. I'm gonna be here for the next half an hour.
easier for me, making it seem as if I
You can keep my company. You can call me. Call me back.
didn't do. Why you treating me so bad? You're taking advantage of my love, girl. I can hear it in your voice. Call me back, call me back. Every time I call your phone. Makes no sense, I try to pretend, cause I feel it. You don't wanna talk to me at all. But if you don't wanna, you don't really have to. All you gotta do is say it. 'Cause now I understand it's a game you're playing, but I don't really wanna play it. I gave you my love, but you're playing with my heart, girl. Ain't gonna let you break it. A love like this is so hard to find. Could I never replace it, girl? I can hear it in your voice. Call me back, call me back. Every time I hear your phone. Makes no sense, I try to pretend, cause I feel it. You don't wanna talk to me at all. Yeah, yeah. You don't wanna talk to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give praise to Rastafari. And all praises on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give praise to Rastafari. And all praises unto God. Give praise to Rastafari. And all praises unto God.
It is the right fit. The Chris Wilby Show and Fit FM 96.7. Hi there. My name is Chris Wilby, the Vibes Master, and I'm inviting you to tune in to the Chris Wilby Show on Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fit FM 96.7. It's the international show with a Jamaican vibe where information and music exist in harmony. It is music, current affairs, issues affecting relationship, and the hot topic of the week. So come on board, sit back, relax, be informed while being entertained. It's a Chris Whilby Show, every Thursday at 6 p.m. on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Reggae Larger Than Life, the first ever fun and games book dedicated to reggae and dancehall music, takes you on a fun-filled journey retracing the events and people that have made our music great. Sit with your family and friends and enjoy the questions and games. Answer me this. Which St. Catherine-based Singjay introduced the world to his attractive Queen Majesty in 2016? And What a Pumping was a 1983 hit for which vintage artist? Get your copy online at Amazon and eBay. Reggae Larger Than Life, the ultimate reggae music fun and games book. There's so much to enjoy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give praise to Rastafari.
Yes, it's the Chris Whilby Show on Caribbean Vibes Radio. Covering the globe like no one else can at www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. Streaming to Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music.
Some fights just to get by.
Pick up yourself, think and trade there.
My friends and my
no son of gun left with, but that's how it's set. No, sure.
times may do me wrong, but by my faith I keep holding on. So I give praise to Rastafari, and all praise is unto Jah. So confused, they don't know what to do. They pacify for what they think is right. Life for them seems so hard, they don't know where to turn with lessons that they need to learn. Give praise to Rastafari. And all praise is unto God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hope is there for all to share. We need to live as one. Love and care to keep us firm and strong. So for this cause I call and thee, please listen to my song. Together this battle must be won. Give praise to Rastafari, and all praise is unto Jah. Long, come on. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long. Hey, standing across the room, I saw you smile. I said I wanna talk to you for a little while, but before I make my move, my emotions start running wild.
You are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio.
Looking in your big brown eyes.
Once again, I want to say big up to everybody tuning in from Trelawney, Jamaica.
Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long.
And also St. James.
A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long. One more time. A la 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 long, a la 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 long. Sing it. A la 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 long, a la la la.
Thank you for keeping it locked to Fit FM 96.7. The big bad station down there in Trelawney. Trelawney Station.
Every day, Hey. Ooh, baby, I love your way. Every day, shadows grow so long.
Another one from Oswald.
And they're moving.
It's the big bad station.
The days.
Caribbean Vibes Radio.
The day turns into night. City, but don't, oh no, hesitate, 'cause your love just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love your way every day. I wanna be with you night and day. The moon appears to shine and light the sky with the help of some firefly. I wonder how they have the power to shine, shine, shine. Well, I can see them under the vine. Oh no, no, hesitate, la-di-da, 'cause your love just won't wait. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love your way every day. Hey, yeah. I wanna be with you night and day. Oh baby, please. Every day. I will love you. I love you baby, please. I can see the sunset in your eyes, brown and gray and blue besides. Clouds are stalking islands in the sun. I wish I could buy one out of season, but don't, oh no, no, hesitate, la-di-da, 'cause your love just won't wait, just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love you. I wanna tell you I will love you. I wanna be with you night and day, every day, everywhere. Yeah. Billy, I'm a diddy-daddy-dab stuff, daddy. Yeah. Love's got me dancing on the floor.
So we're moving from Oswald into Third World. dancing on the floor. You got me hooked. Oh boy, oh boy.
Woke up this morning with a burning fever. Like the rising sun, my temperature gets higher. This fire is out of control, yes. It's burning my heart, yeah. Burning my soul, Lord. Love's had me dancing on the floor. Love's got me crying out for more. I'm a hook on love for sure. Hey sister, why do you look so confused? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's a life you gotta get used to. Don't give up now, love is at your rescue. Come on, love's got me dancing on the floor. Love's got me crying out for more. I'm a hook on love. I'm a hook on love. I'm a hook on love for sure. Sweet love is rising. Ooh, so surprising. Higher than the cost of living. So you and you, oh, you better start giving your love. Yeah, love's got me, oh, love's got me crying out for more. Oh, bum, bum, bum. I'm a hook on love. I'm a hook on love. I'm crying out for more.
What am I watching? What am I watching? All right, so I'm watching the Jamaica Observer on my phone, and according to the Jamaica Observer, Port Royal is set to become a World Heritage Site by July, according to Culture Minister Olivia Grange. She made the announcement at the floral tribute marking the 95th anniversary of the birth of former Prime Minister Edward Seaga. And the story is that she said that I am proudly reporting today that I have received the good news from the World Heritage Center that the evaluation team has recommended that our nomination of Port Royal should be accepted for inspection on the World Heritage List in July of this year. The archaeological landscape of 17th century Port Royal will join the Blue and John Crow Mountains as Jamaica properties on the World Heritage State.
Time to lose. It's a life you gotta get used to. Don't give up now. Love is at your rescue. Come on, love's got me dancing on the floor. Love's got me crying out.
But according to the Jamaica Gleaner, two local anti-corruption organizations, the National Integrity Action and the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, have joined in raising concerns about the appointment of accountant Dennis Chung as Chief Technical Director of the Financial Investigation Division. In separate statements to the media on Thursday, NIA and JAMP expressed concern, particularly about the transparency of the appointment. However, Information Minister Dana Morris Dixon has defended the selection process in the appointment of accountant Dennis Chung to take over the leadership of the Financial Investigation Committee.
Government, I believe, a 72-hour ultimatum to rescind the appointment of Dennis Chung and his appointment to the FID. My question is, what's the government's response to that call?
Would you, yeah, I can take that too. All right. Just to note, and I got some questions from other members of the media in relation to that appointment. Every single senior appointment in government goes through a process. There is a process that we go through. The position is advertised. Individuals apply. There is a panel that's put together that shortlists candidates, and then there is a interview process that takes place, and there is scoring. The members of the committee score each of the persons, and then they make a selection. So there is a process that would have been followed, and from all the information I've been given, that process was followed. And so, we may have issues or not, and some people are celebrating the appointment, some are not. But the reality is that as government, we have put in place particular systems, especially in the hiring of senior government officials, and those processes were followed. If you have something to say it was not, then tell us that. But the process, as far as what we have the information on, that process has been followed. And I'm answering you the way I answered that other reporter who spoke to me earlier today.
That is the Minister of Information, Dana Morris Dixon, answering questions, because you have some people who are questioning the appointment. And we're going to be following that one and see how it turn out.
Love, it ain't no fantasy. Can't you see that love is such a sweet reality? Yeah, love's got me dancing on the floor. Yeah, love's got me crying out for more.
No, you should never give your love away. No, you should never give your love. we do. Yes, alright. Since you've been away, I've been down and lonely. Since you've been away, I've been
and on the go on your mobile phone. We're the internet's best choice.
The reason you left me and what were you going through? Ooh, my baby, I'm missing you. Tell me why the road turns. Ooh, my baby, I'm missing you. Tell me why the road.
So right about now, we just a touch and go through, you know. Because we only have a few minutes left in the program. So we just a touch and go through it. So, man, say,
I wanna see you smile, it makes my heart.
So big up to everybody who still have it locked in.
I can still recall
as we take you home in style.
Oh, where are you running to, girl?
That's the Leroy.
We will, ooh, my baby, I'm a
Leroy Gibbons.
You. Tell me why the road turns. Yes. Ooh, end of time. My love is to the end of time. This magic moment, so different and so new, but like any other. Until I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me right to the end of time. Time, my love is to the end of time. This magic moment, so different and so new, but like any other. Until I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too. Yes. By the look in your eyes, sweeter than wine, and softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have. Whenever I hold you tight, this magic moment, while your lips are close to mine, will last forever. Forever till the end of time. Oh, does she love me with all her heart? Should I worry? Does she love me? Does she love me with all her heart? Should I worry when we're apart? It's a lover's question. I'd like to know. Does she needs me as she pretends? If this is a game, or will I win? It's a lover's question. I'd like to know. I'd like to know when she's not with me. Is she still sing? Oh, does she feel just what I feel? And how am I to know it's really real? Oh, tell me where the answer lies. Is it in her kiss or in her eyes? Oh, it's a lover's question. I'd like to know.
It is indeed a lover's question, and I'd like to know.
How does she love me with all her heart? Should I worry when we're apart? It's a lover's question. I'd like to know.
To believe or in love. Oh, oh, oh. I want the old wild world to know. To believe or in love.
And this is where we take the curtains down.
Please be true to me in all ways, and I let you down. Please love me, and I'll do, and our love will come true. That's why I tell you to believe in love. Oh, oh, oh. I want the old wild world to know. To believe in love, and nothing's gonna change me now. Need nobody Please be true to me in all ways, and I'll never let you down. Please love me, and I'll do, and our love will come true. That's why I am true.
And that is a wrap. That is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. That is a wrap for another episode of The Chris Wilby Show. Thank you for spending your time with me. Your support means the world. Remember, whether you're chasing dreams or you're just trying to make it through the day or the night, don't forget to keep pushing forward. Stay true, stay inspired, and most of all, just stay you, alright? Until next time around, my name is Chris Wilby, signing off for tonight. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next show. Have a fantastic night. Well, good. Be blessed.
To believe in love. Oh, oh, oh. I want the old wild world to know.
For season lover, for season lover, well, I'm your for season lover. So no, she never give your love away. No, she never give your love away. Never give your love away. No, you should never give your love away when the winter comes around and there's nobody there to keep you warm. Call me on your phone line and I will be there in no time. I'll be there to warm you up. I'll be there to warm you up. That's why I said no, you should never give your love away. No, you should never give your love away. Time
Fit FM 96.7. It's the international show with a Jamaican vibe where information and music exist in harmony. It is music, current affairs, issues affecting relationship, and the hot topic of the week. So come on board, sit back, relax, be informed while being entertained. It's the Chris Whilby Show, every Thursday at 6 p.m. on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.